Hello there, my name's Patrick Taylor. I'm a medical research worker. I was brought up in Bangor, County Down, Northern Ireland. I took my medical training at Queen's University of Belfast and I emigrated to Canada after I'd specialised in obstetrics and gynecology in 1970. As well as practising medicine, teaching and doing research, I started writing. And an Irish country doctor was about a young man fresh out of medical school in 1964, joining a totally eccentric, single-handed rural GP, whose practice is full of patients with headaches half an inch above their head, who owns a black Labrador who is an alcoholic and kleptomaniac and steals Wellington boots, and a demoniacally possessed white cat. The only semblance of sanity in the place is his housekeeper, Mrs. Kinky Kincaid, a Cork woman, and Patricia Spence, the civil engineering student, which, believe me, was most unusual for a woman in those days, who becomes the love of young Barry Laverty's life. In an Irish village like Ballybucklebo, the pub is integral. It's the meeting place of most of the citizens. And all the cast of reprobates in the village do show up from time to time within the pub. Seamus Galvin, carpenter by trade, Donald Donnelly, trickster, fixter, and man who rigs greyhound races. Councillor Billy Bishop, who is spherical and very bloody-minded. So the pub is important in the book, and frankly in my life. This is where I meet my friends. Maggie now, fully inverted, locked the heels of her shoes on the door frame, removed her hands so she swung by her heels alone. Her voluminous black skirt hung down over her head, so she looked to Barry like a huge, oddly shaped bat. A bat wearing ankle-length white bloomers that must have been handed down from Maggie's granny. I don't have to make my characters up. There were enough oddball people came through the doors into my waiting room than you could probably invent in Hollywood. I don't have to make anything up as long as they're Irish folks in Ireland and Ulster folks in Ulster. I mean, I don't know anywhere else in the world where you'd get two farmers talking to each other on a pouring day and one saying to the other, deadpan, it's very damp. And the other one, after a long pause, will say back to him, aye, it's probably the rain that's doing it.